peek towards quad, take control of middle, force the CTs back onto the site, on the A-bomb site, and then suddenly you can throw a fake towards the A site, go back towards B. There's so many more options for yourself.
Oh, Glaive peeking into them. There's two going for a third. Edward looking almost confused, but Flamey gonna pull the headshot out of the bag. That could be just what NaVi need. 17 HP between two players. You've got Electronic on 55. That's a start. But look at Kirby on these hay bales. This is huge. Flamey almost peeking right into the gap. And if he does, that's a headshot that Kirby lands every day of the week. Device gonna be around the corner of Library just to deal with a refrag needed on apps. Securing Astralis, that perfect.
The B-bomb site has the orb, but while it's smoked, just going to go for the jump peek. With the smoke phase, probably going to flash Banana, clear up Banana, have full control with the AWP. He has early information as well. Zip next to B anchor can rotate towards B at a moment's notice, but actually he won't be needed as the kills reign in favor of Astralis, 4 versus 2.
Brutal to watch. Zipnix, of course, he's going to repeat, starts to rip them down. Doesn't quite finish it off with the second kill, but even then, Electronic is an impossible spot, completely blind. Glaive just going to make it happen. 11-9, Astralis starting to move ahead. NaVi, he does trade it back. Flamey will look to finish him off, hearing a subtle sound cue that someone is close, lurking in the shadows. Or either pit or up on this balcony, but worst case, picks off Zipnix, and he does. This is tough. Very, very tough. Zeus wandering around, does find Kirby. And it gets worse and worse by the second. Glaive being the hard anchor on this site, but he's not even on the site itself. He's having to play so far back so he can be with Device. At which point he should be smoked off, flashed off, even mollied off. There's not a single opportunity has been found by Astralis.
Save call going to be coming in.
Waiting to see if anyone will be jumping on over, but Glaive doing just the same. If they contemplate a boost, it's going to be awkward both sides. Staring at each other. The smoke, though, playing the timing perfectly. As Deuce does secure the frag. Flash to be thrown will tuck him into the corner. But at this point, his teammate, well, he's right there in front of him. Electronic going diving on forward. Leaps and bounds on towards this B site. Device so far out of the action. Kirby at least securing a kill towards A. But that's nothing in comparison to what's going on towards this other site. Device trying so desperately. But through that smoke, nothing will be found.
Potentially a save call here from Astralis. And now you can see potentially a counter smoke from Glaive. Even the counter, oh, he hasn't got the money actually, so this is going to be a lot harder to hold off.
That was my thing. I want to see how they respond to the fact that NaVi are just going to walk on up and take these duels. Bloodthirsty play. Zeus going almost first man and an entry fragger, and apparent pride, it seems. Zipnix finds himself too, looking now for a third. The headshot looking likely, transferring so much damage on Simple as he manages to survive. But not long before, the AWP of Device cements Astralis as the leading team. 3 versus 1. Flamey, the last man standing. He's going to be caught off guard by Kirby.
Incredible. Incredible defensive play. Like, decimated 3 players and gave new life now to Astralis into this map.
Yeah, back into this one and swinging. Dupree trying to hold down short, but going to be completely forced back. Edward taking down Device, starting strong. The defensive flash going to be thrown over from pit. Dupree continuing to recede into the site itself, knowing short is under so much pressure. And he drops down the smoke, leaves him trapped in the corner, adding almost an airy feeling of doubt in the minds of NaVi as they try and take the site, but they begin to crumble. Simple did lose his life not long before Edward could strike one back. Zeus, Flamey, they're all adding into it, just like that. Flamey, a double kill. Again, it's Flamey acting as the deciding portion of the NaVi play. Only a luck almost. And Zipnix just pulls it right back through the bottom of Banana Smoke. We talked about it in the kind of regulation time, how Astralis had changed up really what they were doing. They do it again here. Back to that early play of throwing the deep smoke. Zipnix stuck in this corner, but he's happy to be there. So much information. Is the core of NaVi will all be up towards A, beginning to maneuver themselves up on towards short. Problem is, outside of apps, they're being funneled in from one position. The crossfires could be just absolutely decimating, and that's all we see. Device with one, Kirby, Glaive all chiming in for just another kill. Astralis, 16-15. The first round of OT going their way. Third, see the situation with Smoothie valued at 100k apparently. I mean, players, the prices are astronomical. But that out of the way, this is it. Map number 2 between NaVi and Astralis. And aggression towards Banana is the point to discuss as Edward goes flying on down and gets himself the headshot. Flamey now looking to catch off a few more blind players as Device did get the trade, but Flamey still swinging, pulls back just another headshot. We're playing towards a double sandbag setup, and I love this because it will catch them by surprise. They shouldn't be expecting Simple to be tucked in that corner.
4 versus 3 device. Though we'll find one towards Banana. He knows there's other players here close in contention, but there you have it. Simple Electronic, the new dynamic duo for NaVi, chime together, they come together, and they find the remaining of those kill 5 AKs for them. Decent utility, not the best. Obviously, they're lacking the Molotovs, they're lacking the extra flashbang. And with the lack of Molotovs, it's going to be very hard for Astralis to really take control of Banana easily. Obviously, typically, you molly the top corner, you molly our sandbags, and then suddenly there's no position to be met. Lacking the Molotovs, if they can try and use flashbangs, potentially get creative with taking control of Banana, then it will aid them greatly into this buy round.
Mollies to be thrown. Once again, halting Astralis on their aggression. Zipnix does move forward. Dupree, a second kill, but Electronic starts to swing back in. Struggles on Dupree, though, and that's a problem. Instigating that site take from Astralis, putting
2,000 in for device. Zipnix, Dupree having good money, so NaVi, they have to chain runs together. They have to win this round versus the buy round, the full 5 AKs. Try and win the next round as well versus maybe 3, 4 AKs, a UMP, light utility. If they can chain 2 rounds together, they're going to break the money from Astralis, and that's where they can really gain the advantage to the first half, get a good buffer of rounds on the CT side.
Electronic, the first to be tested here as he moves on up through apps, does get himself a quick kill on Zipnix, but yet to be traded back. The peek from Dupree will take place, but unfortunately just a second too late. Edward capitalizing on the peek from Kirby. Flamey doing even more. That's a double kill through the smoke. Dupree going to be swinging back in, going for the triple, but the third headshot, such a sour spot. Simple just going to be holding it with the AWP. There's no way they can get close. They try to go on and pick it up. The shoulder peek comes in. Dupree does find himself a frag, but they're all still dead to rights. As Zipnix goes down, just him alone was Simple to get the frag.
There you have it. 7-3 now, 4-round advantage for NaVi. As the money is actually decent from Astralis. Saving 4 players means they can obviously buy into those 4 players, but actually going to be going for a quasi-buy into this one. It seems likely that they realize if they go for a buy now, having 4,000-ish across the board, you're only going to be able to afford that. Kevlar, helmet, AK, smoke, and 1 flashbang. For Astralis, they need what's mid from Simply. Knows that Devices want to bring the AWP out on the CT side. And right now, Simple's taking advantage of it.
Thankfully, Edward able to find the second kill on Device. Starts to edge out a little bit more positivity. Simple missing that initial shot for a second. Spelled a problem. But thankfully, the advantage in play. Simple in such a good position. Doesn't get the shot off though, Zipnix. Able to at least trade blows with the work of Zeus. As it is just 2 up against 4. So much time for Astralis, but it's already crumbling as Electronic does force it even further now. Down the rabbit hole for Astralis, leaving just Dupree venturing around the corner, right into the crosshair of Edward. Zipnix finding the first kill. Dupree swinging around towards the back of sight. Electronic losing his head. At this point, a retake so incredibly tough. An AW coupled by a rifle. NaVi, they've been here many a time. The game plan from Zeus is just going to be to take the fight towards short. Smoke making things a little tough, spraying through the smoke so damn close, whips out the CZ. The flash to be thrown, leaving him blind. The backs almost turn to each other now as they continue. Trying to advance up towards short, but that bomb getting closer and closer. Dupree, back-to-back headshots. The man is crispy as he gets himself a triple kill, and that sums up really.
Expecting the buy, expecting more of a rush towards ramp. That's why they went for the boost there. And instead, it will pay its dividends later on, as even on the buy round, NaVi still opt to go towards ramp.
50 seconds, every little notch of play from NaVi now will mean something. As they just really have no foothold in the round, they're going to look to try and find something towards ramp potentially, but it's all questions with no answers. A great flash pushing the back even further. This is Astralis making use of those final pieces of utility that they do have, as Glaive then positions themselves nice and perfectly tucked in the corner and should pretty much be able to drop them both dead just like that. 2 kills, looking for a third as he gets hungry with his USP. Sure, it's a trade kill, but what does it mean with a 20 NaVi? And it's really shown on this first map. Just every little answer to all the little tiny plays of the CT side and the T side respectively in that first half, as we're not exactly going to see much of the second half by the looks of things. But hey, they got themselves the first frag. Let's see if that can lead to something, as Edward does take the head of Zipnix, starting to get better and better. Kirby in a good position, but his teammates are all fooling around behind him. Simple. And I'll just hold at the bottom, spots them out. There's one. And at this point for Glaive, it's an impossible circumstance, but it won't go down without a fight. As NaVi do manage to eke out their 4th.
4 rounds gathered after 9.
Almost just directly relating to each other. Kirby will come on down. Noise being made, so NaVi getting a lot more information here, and even a kill. Electronic so close. but it's not enough.
They shouldn't be expecting Clave as well towards the double doors if he can be there in time. Bomb does go down. Question is right now, what are the after-plant positions going to be from NaVi?
It's ticking. Decisions have to be made. Kirby coming in from ramp. Be so careful as Simple right now as Ed will take the head of Glaive. Leaving just Kirby now. Tapping the nade to be thrown. That could be enough to finish off Simple. 7 HP to Molly. Not even going to get thrown one out. Simple will finish him off, and NaVi.
Very good from Astralis. The first kill's always going in their favor. The advantage always in their disposal. But regardless, though, let's see. Electronic was one of the major difference makers into one of the rounds that NaVi won. Can he try, replicate that, mimic that, and go for a big play once again as right now they make their way towards ramp?
Good flash to be thrown. Defensive play. Kirby needs to be so careful right now, but he's been left unchecked. Creeps on out, but Electronic, unexpected as well. Goes for the double, but doesn't even get the shot off of Zipnix. We'll find the trade. That's such a tough point for NaVi. It just all crumbles from there. A few good kills, but it's the trading game for Astralis. It's when you're at a 4v2, you have manpower to spare. Flying on in. That's disastrous. It all falls to pieces. Kirby, now the only man left standing for Astralis, has to try and bring things back, but Simple knows where it's coming from, holds the angle. The shot's going to be volleyed off, but the kill will not quite be found. Kirby now giving a second chance. The bomb planted down towards B. Simple just keeping him distracted at this point. Kirby had a choice to make. Go vent, go ramp, go for the kill. He actually finds it, just leapfrogging out the window. Making it a 1v1. The Molly, Kit, smoke to his name. Spots out Zeus even, that's even better. The push comes in, the headshot so close. But Zeus will claim the round. 12-3. A devastating performance from NaVi, but...